Do what?
Watch NXT.
Yeah, new champion there as well, huh?
Right.
Old Sean Spears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it. Tony D's had it for quite a long time now, hasn't he?
Way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind it, dude. But yeah, I was just shocked about Iyo, man. Wow, didn't see that coming in a million years. Except for it got ruined for me. It was my one buddy, dude. Like,
I was watching. I was like sticking around too much.
Yeah. It's just like, me and you always watch it on replays. Damn. My friend ruined it for me. That's all right. He thought I was already done watching it. You ruined it for somebody, didn't you? Hey, he ruined it. He ruined it for our buddy. That's funny, dude.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I figured he watched it already.
Well, hell, it was Tuesday in the afternoon. My buddy thought I had watched it as well. I told him, because that's just how I roll with his wrestling,
Right.
I just can't do the live. Netflix has done such a better job, though, dude. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, Netflix, man, with the, we were like, oh, are they going to have commercials and all this and all that? Like, yeah, they still did if you're watching it live, dude, but we don't have to have the clicker really too much anymore at all, unless you're just wanting to click through something because you're not finding it interesting, which that happened a lot, where it's like, okay, I'm at least going to click through the picture-in-picture. Right. But whenever we're watching it on replay, dude, it's like, bam, and we're right there. It just cuts it off, like the technology they have to be able to just cut those commercials off, even in the middle while you're watching it. If you're behind the live stream, it's going to not show you those commercials till you catch up, dude. That's just fascinating to me, bro.
I just wait an hour, and then I start watching it.
Yeah, like if you wait an hour and you start watching it, then it's like you try to catch up, like you want to, like it's cool, like you don't want to deal with the commercials, but by the end of it, it's like I do that, treat that any sport, like, but I want to be watching it live by the time we get to the end of it, just in case somebody does say something to you. But a lot of times that don't happen with wrestling. So right. Yeah, for us, it wasn't, for me, it wasn't so shocking. And for our other buddy that you ruined it for, it wasn't so shocking for him, but,
it'd be okay.
Yeah, but just in general, man, that was shocking. Did not see that coming, dude. What do you think they do now?
3-way Wrestlemania.
Think Iyo and Rhea and Bianca for a 3-way?
Oh yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that diminish the Bianca winning the chamber then?
Can't be no worse than Cena shitting all over it.
Yeah. I mean, because, man, you talk about Cena. Yeah, it's just like you kind of forget about. When did he won it. Obviously, you kind of forget about it though, just because everything that happened afterwards. You're gonna have to do a good job in the coming weeks in the road to WrestleMania of making us remember what remember what actually happened in that chamber with Rollins and Punk and all that, right?
Well, that was a train wreck right there. With him and Rollins.
Clearly a 3-way now.
I mean,
for them guys.
Really? I mean, where's Roman?
I think he'll be there next week. Steel cage. You got Seth and Punk in the steel cage, right? I think Roman comes out. But, like, why put it in the cage, though, if you're going to have Roman come out? So then, again, I don't know. But then
he ain't going after Punk.
He's not, but he could come and go after Rollins. And then Punk is like, hey, man, stay out of my business. And then Roman and Punk start getting into it, too, because he won't stay out of his business. But Roman's like, well, I got beef with him, too. But then you could theoretically have them team up on it, be like, well, let's just beat up Seth. But I think it could spin it in a way where it creates a 3-way. What were you thinking?
What if he cashes in his favor and has Roman come out and it backfires on him?
What if he cashes in, has Roman come out,
and it backfires on him and Seth wins?
So what's the favor? Is Roman just coming to help Punk win the match?
Yes.
That's a shit favor for being on the...
Well, make the favor make sense.
War Games. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I think the favor might be something more than that. I don't know, man. I don't know, but
It'd have to be something quick and fast because the favor becomes null.
yeah, because right then it becomes null. Is what you said.
Mhm.
Then we forget about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they think that we forgot about it already.
Well, he reminded us of it last week, so yeah, maybe they did think we forgot. So he's like, "All right, I'm going to remind you. Hey, don't forget." He even might have said, "Don't forget, I got the favor."
Right.
But yeah. I mean, I think it could be right if they don't do it by WrestleMania. Then yeah, it's like, what's the point? Whatever, we're going to do it. But quick question: with the watch that Cena used, was that what The Rock put in Cody's hand? Then was that
Yeah,
watch?
that's the one he gave him.
That was the one they gave him. Put it in his hand, last year or whenever it was last year at some point, whenever that was. So that's what he gave him, and then bring it all full circle with Cena using it to beat his ass. Oh my God, man, that was great.
When do we see Cena?
Probably like 2 weeks before WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to talk just long enough to explain maybe why he turned heel, long enough for them to give one other week to build it, and then WrestleMania. I don't think we'll see him more than twice. 3 at the absolute most.
They should have did Hulk Hogan right after it. It'd have made more sense.
What do you mean as far as what?
When Hogan turned and joined NWO, he gave that big speech right after when they were throwing the garbage and stuff on him.
Right.
Where he told the fans they could stick it.
Exactly. Yeah, he did tell them exactly. I mean, and it did cause a lot of heat.
Mm-hmm.
But I could certainly see why they would do what they're doing, though, as well, with just, building that. Like, you got to tune in every week because you don't know if Cena's going to be there. When's Cena going to explain his actions? So you want to tune in to try to watch that. But we'll get into more of part 2 maybe here in a bit. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think SmackDown is probably, Raw wasn't bad, but it was, I don't know. What do you grade Raw?
I give it a B. Well, B+ just for the ending.
So you liked Iyo winning it?
Yeah, I mean, it was shocking.
It was shocking, but does it lead? I mean, Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair WrestleMania match. I mean, that's money to me. Iyo Sky versus Bianca Belair. I mean, that'd be a great match, but I mean, and Io's good, but I don't know. I just don't put her at that same level as I put Bianca Belair or Rhea Ripley.
Former world champion.
She is, bro.
Beat Bianca.
I mean, I was there at SummerSlam when Damage Control formed.
She beat Bianca for the belt.
Yeah. He's never lost against Bianca.
Mm-mm.
That's wild. But now SmackDown, yeah. I mean,
So I guess that just kills the whole idea of Bianca being the attacker
yeah.
because she's not on SmackDown no more.
Well, yeah, right. True. I mean, we've seen them weave crazier stuff together.
They've kind of just scrambled what we thought the storylines were going to be.
That tends to happen. We tend to just experience some bumps and turbulation on the road to, well, not turbulation, because we're not on an airplane, we're not flying, but some potholes, some unexpected turns. We didn't, yeah. I mean, that's what makes it fun and exciting, dude. But
Dirt road.
what? Okay, now that John's, how do we? Going into this before, me and you were talking about in our last podcast, like, we knew that Cody was going to say no. Obviously, I don't think either one of us really foresaw the John Cena turning, but
Did you expect his answer to be what it was?
well, not with the dropping the F-bomb. That was pretty shocking.
I think that makes it more meaningful.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely makes it more meaningful and the impact of it. But at the same time, it's just like you're handing your weight belt off to kids, but how many parents these days really, they're saying dropping F-bombs all the time, probably not worrying about what their kids are hearing. That's probably just a greater societal issue. I mean, it's just one F-bomb at the end of the day, but probably overanalyzing it. But yeah, impact-wise, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But my question is, since we didn't really foresee John Cena being a part of this, so how, if The Rock's going to make Cody Life Road a living hell, we knew that was going to happen because Cody would tell him no. How does John Cena, how did you go about booking that? What do, you think, on the road to WrestleMania?
I don't think Cena wins.
I'm starting to think Cena doesn't win now, too. Yeah. That's
sold and sold out. Going to be remorseful, asking for fans acceptance of what come back by the end of the year.
Yeah. So you don't think our scenario of John Cena winning it and then Cody winning it back at SummerSlam happens now? Since John Cena's a heel, you think it makes that big much of a difference?
Man, I just didn't really see him winning the title at all.
When it's 17 period?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's whole being a heel thing just throws a big giant wrench into it, man.
Wrench.
Yeah. But I think as far as answering my question with how they go about presenting, I think it'll be pretty much the same way, because I don't think, like we said earlier, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of Cena. And honestly, we probably won't see a whole lot of The Rock. Cody's probably going to have to carry this thing to Mania with them guys coming in every now and then, or maybe they do a video, get on the video. Cody's going to have to carry this thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then, they're going to throw some nuggets, and it's kind of fun just to not really think about it and just see what happens, but that's the whole ideal of, that's what's intriguing is wondering and trying to think about what's going to happen. It does make it fun.
Right.
Any other topics come to mind? Sorry, guys, you can't really see this guy's face, but trying to drive, it's a little bumpy, as we just said.
What do you think about Braun Breaker and the New Day? Or not the New Day, but Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just don't think. You think it's going to be Braun and Finn at Mania?
I hope not.
I really hope not either. Who are they trying to set up now with Logan Paul? It looks like I'm trying to remember what they looks like. How they're going with him now. Obviously, it's not going to be Cena with him. So.
Right. Was he even on there?
Somebody was on there. Oh, dang it. I forget. I think it looks like we're going in a clear direction with Logan Paul now, but I forget who it was. AJ, yes. Thank you.
I thought it was going to be AJ and Braun. That's why they were setting that up.
Maybe that's a triple threat. Maybe we were,
Oh, God, I hope not. I just don't like triple threats at Mania.
Would you rather see a fatal four-way, or you just like singles matches at Mania?
Singles matches.
Well, I mean, you like the big ladder matches, though, too.
I mean, that kind of match.
Yeah.
The actual one-on-one regular match.
Right.
I'm out.
I mean, it's tougher to tell that story, and I think we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's been told decently at times throughout history, and I think, has it not been? You're more of the historian. At least you got a better memory than me.
Yeah, but why were you even setting that up with Braun and AJ if you're not going to put finish it?
Well, I mean, yeah, because there's no more PLEs on the road to Mania, but
we have another.
We're seeing Seth Rollins and CM Punk next week in a steel cage on Raw. So, do what?
Is there any more Saturday night main event?
That would be a question. If there's another, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Because it's a long way to 419 and 420.
Right. If there's another Mania, or if there's another main event, then maybe. But if not, who knows? Maybe that could be the three-way. But I think we're going to get a chance to see if they can tell that story with the three-way with Roman and Seth and Punk. So we'll see, dude. We'll see. Man. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just say it is a singles match. Who would you rather see Breaker face? Or just maybe you don't even think it's neither one of those guys. If you had the pencil, who's your opponent for Braun Breaker at WrestleMania? I know it's way too soon. I'll throw out some ones that aren't going to happen at all. But man, at some point in time, next year after, I'd love to see Braun Breaker and Oba Femi at WrestleMania if they can build Oba up and get him on the main roster and make him badass, kind of like Breaker.
I mean, they could hook or crooked. I wouldn't mind seeing him versus. We already had a little bit tease of it. Him and Fatu.
Well, Braun Breaker and Fatu.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Yeah. Dude, that might be for the world title come a year or two from now. Yeah. Not just the Intercontinental. Yeah, because I've Fatu and Solo this year. Do what?
Forecasting the future.
Oh yeah, I could see that, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think either way, I wouldn't mind the triple
Kind of
threat.
looking like we're not going to get any old gimmick matches like legend matches, which I'm a fan of. They got that out of their system with Trish.
Right. I think at the end of the day, I'd rather see Logan Paul and CM Punk and just see Roman and Seth, but I don't think we're going that way.
Yeah.
I don't think we're
I mean, they could, theoretically. I mean, the cage match should end it.
But
I mean, the feud. But
will it though? Because that to me, that's just too big, and it screams WrestleMania. And
the Scab's kind of
on,
healing, but they keep picking at it, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude, they just got so many different ways they can go with it. And it's almost like it's a problem, like too much of a good thing, too much going on. But that's a good problem to have, as they say, a good problem to have.
Do we ever get to see is Trick Williams coming up anytime soon?
Boy, maybe after Mania. I just worry about his momentum. I mean, because most people you see, they lose the title and then they go to the main roster. With him, he's like, wins it, loses it, wins it, loses it. Like, you would have thought maybe with him after he lost it to Oba that he would be on his way up, but I think they'd have to pull the trigger, sooner than later. If not, I think he might spend a whole nother year in NXT. But as much as we poo-pooed that with Braun Breaker because we wanted to see him on the main roster so bad, well, that's worked out. That's working out pretty well for him. So, I don't lose total faith that if they don't bring him up by Mania or right after Mania, that they're not never going to do anything with him.
Right.
I think it still can.
Because they just drained him all of his momentum.
Yep. Yeah, he definitely lost some for sure.
Last year, this time, man, he was the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's just kind of puddling around in the kiddie pool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about this? What do you think about TNA and NXT joining up? I mean, I know it's been that way for maybe a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that, man?
I'm really kind of liking it. Making TNA watchable again.
Is it making TNA watchable, or is it making NXT watchable?
I think they're helping each other.
Yeah, I think, and obviously that's why they collaborate together. Then maybe they can help each other a little bit for sure.
All I like to see is the women division spread out in NXT. Good Lord, you got a lot of.
Oh yeah, so many, dude. So many. Like I was telling you the other day, dude, they can have their own show, bro.
Yeah.
The women of NXT.
I mean, yeah. Who would you say your favorite is
watch it, but
down there? And you can't really include Roxanne because
right.
She's been on the main show too much. Does she have a match for Mania?
No, because she's setting up for her and Jordan Grace, I think, for WrestleMania weekend and the NXT pay-per-view. I think that's the route they're on there.
What pay-per-view will that be?
I don't know. What we're about to hit Roadblock.
Roadblock's getting ready to be hit.
Isn't it usually Stand and Deliver? I think that's what it's. Yeah, I think that's what it's been in the past couple of years. I think it's been.
When did that happen? On Friday?
Yeah, Friday. Yep.
Before the Hall of Fame, right?
I think it is earlier. Yeah, it's like before SmackDown and like during the day or whatever. Or is it Saturday during the day? No,
too much attention for Mania.
Yeah. God bless. They ought to just put it on Thursday, but then they couldn't say that it was WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, so. I don't know. Should they call it NXT? They could change it to NXT Mania. WrestleMania weekend. You're keeping that WrestleMania in the title.
Right. Here's what I was thinking about. Food for thought. Since Sunday of WrestleMania is another actual holiday for most people.
Yes.
420. Do you think we see a lot of people smoking weed? AKA Travis Scott.
AKA Travis Scott. No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hanging in the stoner audience.
Yeah, maybe. You don't want to divide your audience. But what about you never let me answer my question about NXT girls real quick. I really love Stephanie Vaquer and Julia. And I know they're getting ready to unify the belts. I love both those women. I know they can't talk a whole lot in English, but that's saying something because I think promos is a huge part of it. So if they're that over to me and they can't give that promos, that's really saying something for them. What's yours? And then we'll get back to the 420 because I got a question to ask you on that.
I like Miss Parker.
Jada Park.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
She's really underrated, but she looked good in Rumble.
Yeah. She just beat Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, that was kind of a shock.
She's been kind of she's been downtrending Kalani, but do you like Jada? Any others? Are there favorites in NXT on the rise?
I just wish they would do something with Nikita.
Yeah, Nikita's. We both like her. If I had to, I'd say she's your girl though. On Soul Group is my girl, and they really kind of, like you said, man, that division is just so stacked, bro.
Does Jordan Grace even win the title? I said no. She gets bumped to the main roster pretty fast.
Pretty fast, I think. Pretty fast. She's still got to work on her promos. Some, like I do feel like she's still maybe not quite to that main roster level when it comes to promos, but she's getting there, dude. She's getting there.
Right.
Back to the 420 question though. You had said the other day, they think Travis Scott's going to wrestle.
Yeah, they're talking. He's been wanting to. And like I said, they're starting to make a big deal that what I've seen on ESPN with Shannon Sharp, that him and Cody could go against Travis Scott and John Cena at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I would watch. Shannon Sharp's a big old boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a long way away. Who knows? Yeah, that would probably be about if they just introduced him as a quote-unquote character on there, then that would give him enough time to get ready, ring ready, and learn some moves and all that.
And give Shannon a little bit.
And well, him too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But then we get down that big old wormhole WCW suffered when they were bringing in Rodman and Malone and good Lord, Jay Leno. Remember that nightmare?
Yes, I do. That was bad, dude. That was bad. Well, real quick, I want to wrap this up, unless you just want to keep rolling, but I think we've hit a good line here. What, as far as heel turns in the history of WWE, do you think that was the biggest? Or if you have 3, 4, 5 in your head,
Hogan won.
where do you rank it? Yep.
Hogan won. Cena 2.
I'm with you. I'm completely with you on that. I think it's probably a little too early because, like the impact of years later, we really get a full breath. So, but obviously we're in the present moment, so having to judge it now, I'm with you. I think it could end up being the biggest one of all time, depending on how this story plays out. But can it be, though? Because he's getting ready to retire, and that was just the start of Hogan, and he went on for years to be a heel, and then they became so cool that they started liking him. So, yeah, is there a possibility Cena doesn't retire after this, and it was just all a swerve? Now he's a bad guy.
I don't know. He's gone.
I think he's going to be gone too, for sure. God, it's still mind-boggling to wrap your head around it.
How old is Cena?
Oh man, I don't know. 45, maybe 50. I don't know. Somebody let us know in the comments. We could just look it up, but I don't have I can't look it up, obviously. And whatever. Shoot. Okay, yes. All right. In a number 3 moment, what about your boy? Your boy, number 3?
No.
That's my number 3, I think. Shawn Michaels, we're talking about barbershop window. I think Mark Jannetty threw it.
I think the bigger one was Seth hitting Roman in the back with the shield.
Wow, that's interesting, bro. So I think I have your guy ranked above, and you have my guy ranked above my guy. Our guys are vice versa. Yeah,
yes.
That should be my number 3 should be Rollins, and your number 3 should be Shawn, but it's in reverse.
Right.
But yeah, that was pretty shocking. That was pretty shocking.
I think it was a little bit more shocking than the barbershop.
Yeah, probably. I didn't really do a whole lot of thinking that. I was just reading the list, and that's where they had them on the list, so I need to do a little more critical thinking. And yeah, that is my guy, so you know what? I'm going to go with my guy, just like you went with my guy. And yeah, I'm going to say that's number 3. Let us know what you guys think. What's your biggest heel turn for you all time? If it is Cena and Hogan, we know they're going to be up there. Give us some other incredible heel turns that maybe we're not thinking of, or we haven't mentioned. Any other that pop in your head that you can even put in the ballpark of the ones we've mentioned?
Not off the top of my head. I'm sure there's probably 1,000, but
yeah,
we're not thinking.
Right. But we're on the road, guys. We have to do these on the road because that's the only time I have to do it. You can check out all my other stuff at GaryMartinMedia.com. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and follow on that. I got a book coming out, or it is out. You can check out. But, of course, we want to still try to get on here and grow this channel, Scotty. So if they like what they see, what should they do?
Hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe.
Bless.